Scan or share line to the side.
Hi, excuse me. I'm looking for the diagnostic imaging.
Yes, it's right down the hall and to the right.
Great. Hey, aren't you Kirk Bailey, the Executive Vice President of Operations for the Alberta Energy Regulator?
Yes.
Wow, you're the guy who's been heavily involved in the Funny Bone Comedy Night for years and one of the premier fundraising events for the Calgary Health Trust?
That's right.
Excellent. Well, thanks. Hey, aren't you Scott Thon, President and CEO of AltaLink, Alberta's largest electricity transmission company?
Oh, yes, I am, yeah.
Buying a ticket to help support the Calgary Health Trust?
Absolutely, I love it.
Is that because AltaLink gets behind places like the Peter Lougheed Centre as part of building brighter futures for your own employees, for your clients, and for the community?
No. They're giving away a Napoleon Prestige barbecue. I want to win it.
Hey, do you know where diagnostic imaging is? Hey, are you Bruce Edgelow, VP of Energy of ATB Financial?
Yeah, I am.
I thought it was you. I got a question for you. Did you trash your shoulder to prove your belief in the Peter Lougheed Centre, Calgary's only hospital accessible by sea train, and to prove ATB's ongoing commitment to Alberta's economy, community, and environment?
Well, as a matter of fact, I did.
Huh.
Hello, Dave. Dave Kelly, are you lost? Dave Kelly, Mr. Dave Kelly, please report to the front desk.
That sounds like Anne McCaig.
That's because it is.
Anne McCaig? Can you hear my thoughts?
I can hear everything, Dave.
You know I think the world of you, Anne.
Yes, Dave.
Is this diagnostic imaging?
It is, yeah.
You must be Dr. Bakshi.
Hey there.
How are you? A pleasure. So explain this to me. I'm here to find out where some great funds are going. This room is called what?
This is the Intervention Radiology Suite.
Intervention Radiology Suite. And the plan is to build a second one of these.
That's right, yeah.
Now, as I understand it, this is like the epicenter of what's going on in medicine. How so?
If you were to look at the last few years, we're dependent on diagnostic imaging, so we're dependent on imaging technology and on minimally invasive procedures, so minimally invasive techniques. So we're effectively driven by technology. And with the advances in technology, maybe in terms of imaging or the tools that we have, every time that advances, and that's advancing exponentially, we end up increasing the number, the repertoire of cases that we can do.
How does this room compare to other places in the world?
That's the number of procedures we do. We're amongst the top three endovascular centers in Canada. In terms of complexity of work, we're comparable to any big center in the world.
How is this for you to be able to say you get to work where it's all happening?
It's pretty cool.
It must be.
It's a fantastic time to be in this field because there's new procedures which are being developed all the time. This is what epitomizes modern medicine. This is where we're kind of finding new ways to deal with the problems that we've got, which used to be dealt with either by open surgery or not at all.
Why is it such a big deal to get a second suite like this?
To keep up with demand and to keep waiting times and decrease waiting times, and to also continue performing cutting-edge procedures. We cannot really perform all those things whilst just having the one room.
It must be a lot of days you go home pretty proud of the work you get to do.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I can't complain.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Bakshi. We're going to go find a patient and find out their experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Tony, you came here, you had surgery, and that is in relation to your diabetes. Tell me a bit about what the situation was.
Well, I think that the situation is peripheral circulation is the problem.
Right.
The arteries get clogged, and they don't supply the blood to your extremities.
Now, isn't that something that in the day you would have lost your legs or feet?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So then when they did the surgery, what were they able to do?
What they do is they go in your groin, and they put a probe into your arteries, and they check to see if there's blockage, if they're open, whatever. And then at the same time, they see if there's anything there that's fixable. They put a balloon in there and they inflate that. And that, any restrictions that may be like that, they just open it up.
Yeah.
And that enhances your circulation. That really is what has happened here. And I've been through this, probably about once a year for the last 6, 7, 8 years.
But now that has, being able to do surgeries like the one you had here, has enabled you to not lose your legs, hasn't it?
That's right.
That's a pretty great thing.
Yeah, it sure is. Especially when it's your legs that are in question.
Because there's people watching this now who are donors, right? They're thinking, maybe I want to give some money to the health trust, or want to give some money to help with this sort of thing. But they're never quite sure what difference it makes. This changed your life.
Oh, God, does it ever make a difference? I mean, prosthetic, you can gimp along on it, but it's still a prosthetic.
And you're not there.
I'm not there yet.
You get to have both legs working fine. Well, they're going to build a second suite. I don't know if they're going to name it in your honor, Tony.
No,
Maybe they
I
should,
don't.
eh?
I don't care what they name it.
Just build it.
As long as they build it. Yeah.